up, everybody, and welcome back to Highworlds! Woo! Nah, that's enough jumping. Anyway, welcome back to Highworlds. Yeah. Welcome back. The server is pretty busy right now, and instead of me hanging out with any of them, I'm over here getting ready to bring something sort of back. Yeah. If you can't tell, there's two schematics here. One is on the ground, one is in the air, one is the support system for the thing that's in the air. The original version of what we are actually going to be doing today, the original was literally just floating, getting supported by, I wanted to say 4 jungle trees. And they weren't actually, like, touching it. If you have no idea what I'm referring to, I will see if I can get a picture put up on the screen right now as to just to either refresh your memories or tell you, being that this is a very old build, and yes, I'm getting ready to sleep. It is a very old build, and design that I have, that I'm basing it off of, and well, the old design I looked at today, I even attempt to rebuilding it completely from scratch. Yeah, my build style, I will say 10 years ago was not great. And well, it's a lot better now, and you will see that today. But we need a lot of materials. So to start this episode off, I'm actually going to go grab all those materials. But before we actually do that, this is episode 10. Woo. So what does that mean? It means I can finally take this out. Finally, I can dig out my armor. And yes, I know I picked up dirt that I could easily just refill this hole. Nah, not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave the hole. But yeah, let's this one's better. There we go. And now we are in diamond armor. Woohoo! It's not the best diamond armor ever, but diamond armor nonetheless. I was gifted this way earlier on in the season by Canadian. Being that I was wanting to at least wait, I buried it. I dug down and buried it in a hole. It originally was a lot deeper, so I moved it up. Because I was like, originally it was like 20 blocks down, and it didn't seem like that. I didn't think that was a good idea, especially if I was going to do it at the beginning of an episode. So, yeah, so I moved it up. This is, I think, like the second time I've put the armor on. I put it on when we were in the end, or for good reasons. Nope, just rain. Anywho, we need to get the resources gathered for the build today. So I am going to do that over at the tree farm and see what everyone else is up to, being that they were pestering me and I just wanted to get this video started. So yeah, I will be back in a sec. And if anything happens with them, I will either jump to that or jump back to this. But, yeah. I will see you guys in a second when I got all the materials. Alright, so I've got all the resources gathered for this ridiculous build that I'm going to be doing today. What's the okay? Is it ridiculous compared to that? No, it's well, compared to that thing and the build prior to that, this is a very how do I put this? It's small. It ain't nowhere near as big as A, the tunnel, or B, loggers that took 3 episodes to build. This is a lot smaller. And with this, we are also going to be paying homage to one of my original builds. So, yeah, without further ado, let's hit the time lapse! Alright, so it is done. This took a ridiculous amount of time and ended up being quite annoying. I would, first, I would go on record and say this is probably the most complicated build I've done on this season so far. Yes, I've done bigger, but I've done crazier builds already, but they weren't complicated. They were just annoying as hell to build because of the size of them. I'm pointing to you. I'm talking about you, tunnel. Anywho, moving on from that. This, I would tell you the amount of time this took. Honestly, I have absolutely no idea, and I don't even have an estimate as to how long this probably took. But, all I can tell you is it took a while. And, well, I hurt. This hurt. This hurt to make and build, but I'm happy that this is finally done. I am going to give you all a very good advice here. Don't build anything that needs to be floating. This was annoying, and I couldn't use an axe being that I was overly paranoid of me using an axe and it, well, breaking. Now, obviously, I did end up needing to use an axe for stripping all the logs, but for everything else, I just, nope. So, yeah. We still have some resources left over. It took me a little bit to actually find my stacks of scaffolding. And I'm pretty certain I also probably lost some scaffolding during the building of this. I honestly would not have a clue as to where it would have gone. As things kept dropping, I lost probably a good amount of oak stairs during this and everything. But yeah, this was quite quite the endeavor. I'm happy to say that it is done though, and there's nothing under here. And if I decide to do anything under here, I will let you guys know. But currently, there's nothing going down there. There's something going here, and then maybe I'll add something there. But I don't know. I don't really have much in the way of the plans even figured out for the entire base so far. So yeah, I'm just pretty much gonna be going with the flow for a little bit. I only have pretty much one other build planned, and that is the bottom of the treehouse. Other than that, there is a couple more things that I know of. Let's stop that quickly. That I know of that I will be building. As if you remember the season 1 base, I showed a picture of it whenever I think started building this, I think. It had a wheat farm and watermelon farm and stuff on like this level. I don't think I'm wanting to do that again, but I do want to do something similar to that, and I'm thinking maybe over there. But I have not come up with a solution to that or an idea for that, so we are going to leave that for, well, probably the remainder of this episode and probably the foreseeable future. But once again, I've made a mess, though, of chests. I've now made another chest bundle. I have the chests down there, the barrels in the house, and I have the chests out at the tree farm. Now I have chests on this level that will eventually probably get... Oh, I also have a chest over there. Yeah. I'll move all this somewhere eventually. But, before I decide to possibly call it for this episode, and I'm aware this episode's probably going to be rather short, as I have pretty much no idea as to what else to do, other than going and checking the stock at the shop, see if we've made any sales, being that it's been a couple days since I stocked the shop, and well, I don't know if there's been any sales. I think there's been, because honestly I'm not sure. And I have lit it up here because there was a decency of mobs, like mostly hiding with the birch. But yeah, let us quickly check. Yep, we did make sales. Okay. Yay, I'm no longer broke. And oh, couple jungle also. Oh, and some mangrove. Okay. Okay, not bad. Not too shabby. Oh, I'm not broke anymore. That's the good part about that. Now that this shop is like properly stocked and it's extremely easy for me to keep stocked, I'm probably not going to be broke anytime soon, hopefully. And I'm going to be working on getting Prismarine sorted in the next couple episodes. So that will probably cause more of a flow for me, but for everything that I want to do this season. But who knows? Back to the clearing. And now I'm out of levels. We are going to have to deal with that also. I feel like it might be an idea to get an XP thing set up when we figure out where the mega base is going to go. But I ain't no redstoner. I ain't no expert at that, and I'm never ever going to claim to be. But I feel like that is definitely something that should be dealt with. Eventually, being that I don't want to have to rely off of others' farms if I'm home and I can't go anywhere. So, yeah. But, what else should we possibly do? Being that I think this episode is probably too short at this very moment to probably call it a day. So I guess comes the question, what else should we do? Should I... You know what, actually, let's go empty the chest I have over here. So I actually know what the heck I have over here. I'm being completely honest, I actually have no idea what's kept in the barn anymore. And this area, I think I've explained, this will be used. It's gonna be a village. Oh, I should go in there and go in this soon. That's a future problem. But yeah, so over here is gonna be a jungle village. I have been designing it for a little bit now. I just, well, obviously have not started building it. So, yeah. I will say this area's definitely changed a lot since, well, day one. I think that's obvious. Yeah, we got some stuff out here. Oh! Ah, I have another diamond. Huh. I do not remember where that came from. Anything else? No. Wither skull. I am going to leave all that here. I'm going to... This is probably dumb. Just teleporting over here. Yeah, that makes sense. Do I have enough room? Yeah. I will sort all of this later. I just don't think I need any of this stuff over there anymore. Don't judge me, it's the only food I got. Okay. Weird that didn't give me hunger. That's actually kind of surprising. But, yeah, I think, honestly, I'm gonna call this episode. I'm gonna keep moving things back and forth. And, yeah, so, productive day. That sort of. I built a floating farm, and, well, that's pretty much all we've done. We also made diamonds at our shop for the very first time. That I would think of as a plus. Anywho, I am going to call it a day. And yeah, I hope to see you all in the next video. Later.